Mackenzie from Girl Loves Glam here, and today I'm going to show you how to curl your hair using a curling wand. This might seem pretty basic, but it's because it is. I want to teach you the proper use of using a curling wand and which curling wand I use. So I love the Paul Mitchell Neuro, I don't know exactly how I say it, but this is the one that I love because these tops actually come unclipped and you can change them with several different styles and sizes, and they are so high quality. I've had this one for about 6 years now and it has no signs of stopping. So it is definitely worth the investment and I highly recommend it. It's important to use the correct setting for your hair. So my hair is really thick and pretty coarse, and so I crank it all the way up to 450 degrees. But for more thin hair or fine hair, you're definitely wanting to turn that volume down. So to start off, you're going to just take a clip and you're going to take a section of your hair. So this is also going to differ depending on the texture of your hair, but I take relatively small sections because my hair is thick. If your hair is thinner, you can take a larger section. So something else that's so important too is always using a heat protectant. You don't want to fry your hair. If you have a product on your hair, then when you see that steam releasing, it's the product burning off. If you don't put product on your hair and you see steam releasing, it's your hair burning. So use with caution and use this liberally. I love the Paul Mitchell Heat Seal because it's super lightweight and it doesn't have a lot of scent to it. So I take a section of hair, take the curling wand, and I always curl away from my face. Just wrap it around that curling wand, and then I never curl the very ends of my hair. So just hold it in there for a second and then leave it. And you're going to move to each section just like that. And on this side, I just switch directions and curl it the opposite direction. And then you're just going to move on section to section and make sure that you are spraying heat spray in between each layer. So now I'm just going to bring down another section and repeat, repeat, repeat. And I feel like this is always the time when UPS man comes and like needs me to sign on a package or something, and I answer the door looking like this. It like never fails. So you've been warned when you are looking like a crazed human that your doorbell's gonna ring. And you're gonna have to answer it either with half of your hair curled or with your hair looking like this. So it's up to you. So when you get to the back, I tend to kind of go every other layer of one layer. I'll kind of go over, all pointing this direction through the back, and then on the next layer I go pointing the opposite direction. I just feel like it lays a little better that way, but you can also just have it all go away from your face and then meet in the middle too, but it's totally up to you. So we'll take this last section of hair, spray it with our heat protecting, and curl away from the face. With the front piece, I like it to be pretty loose so that I don't feel extra curly, so I don't hold that one in for very long. But if your hair doesn't hold curl very easily, then I would hold it in for just as long as the rest of your hair. The nice thing with a curling wand over using a curling iron is they do tend to hold curl longer than a curling iron. And I do feel like you also have more control over what type of curl and what your curl looks like with a curling wand over a curling iron. So if you have debated in between those two, I would recommend the curling wand simply because you have a little more power. You're able to control it a little more easily. Okay, last piece. Keep always leaving that bottom part out. So now we are actually going to use a flat iron, and I always just flat iron the ends of the curls so that it doesn't feel so Susie Q. But if you want it to be a softer look, you can skip this part. Okay, so the next step is getting your flat iron out. I also use a flat iron from Paul Mitchell. This one's lasted for a good decade actually. So I just take this and just do a light flat iron over just the very ends. If you want it to be a little more harsh, then you can run the flat iron over it a few times, but once should suffice. So just like that. So now you just grab your brush and brush your hair out. And usually at this point, if I, like this section, I don't love to be super curly, so I will sometimes just do a quick swipe of my flat iron through this section so that it's not quite so curly. So I mean just quick like that. And then I also, where my hair is naturally curly, I will get like little fuzzies that happen right there. So I usually just touch those two places, and other than that, then I'm done. But I love that flat iron curls are able to look bouncy, but they still look like lived in and a little more natural looking. I will sometimes spray a little sea salt spray or texturizing paste or something to kind of give it a little more texture, but I absolutely love the look of barrel curls. So anyway, if you have not purchased one of these, I highly, highly recommend it. They will make your life so much easier. Make sure to check out my blog if you want step-by-step photos and more in-depth instructions for this tutorial, and check back for more fun videos like this. Thanks for joining. Bye guys.